It's 1 in every 10 white person in Alachua County is food insecure, and 1 in every 4 black person in Alachua County is food insecure.
We want less people relying on emergency food assistance. So any way that we can support access to affordable, culturally appropriate, nutritious food, we're absolutely going to be involved in that process. We'll distribute somewhere between 6 and 7 million pounds of food this year, which means we're getting anywhere from 15 to 30,000 pounds of food into the facility every working day, 5 days a week. We don't want to just be pushing food into the community. We want to understand what are the underlying causes of why somebody's in line for food assistance and trying to work to solve those root causes. We want to use food as the mechanism to bring other people to the table.
If you were hungry, would you want to eat a broccoli every now and then? Or would you just want to eat rice and beans? There's a reason why some people are not hungry. There is not enough food in a food bank to charity us out of hunger. It's really depressing not to be able to eat what you want to eat. Rather than just continuing to feed people with emergency food, we want to solve the problem.
Here I know for a fact, over here on this side of town, I grew up on this side of town, it ain't enough resources. Gentrification is, it's placing us in the state, man, where we ain't, the people not turning faster than money, you know? People over here got a lot of money, and people over here, they not catching on and grasping, so it's like people going here, and it's, yeah, gentrification is kind of, it's the taking over places, man. I know for a fact here in Gainesville, you can look at the places now, and it's not the same, it's not built for that same type of lifestyle, so you don't have that same type of understanding. I'll be talking all day like that.
Land is like just such an important thing, especially for the African American community who owned a lot more land 100 years ago. And a lot has been stolen from black families and black farmers. Having a space that people can come together to grow as a collective, I think is an approach to like just healing the community. Even purchasing land together as a collective should be some of our solutions, because you know, once you get on the land, it kind of tells you what to do.
I even just think about my grandma who had a green thumb, and I would see her growing stuff all the time. But she didn't have a garden, she didn't have a farm, she wasn't in rural areas and doing it that way. I think that because access and resources were not given to her as a young girl, I didn't see her really be able to do what I know she would have had the ability to do with those said resources. So I hope to see every apartment complex like this with a community garden. I hope to see schools with community gardens, before school and after school programs that allow all students to participate in them.
Well, we found the granddaddy of them all.
Wait, can I hold it?
I hope to see people in our communities actually using their backyards to grow a crop or to farm. I hope to see people also sharing those crops within communities to be able to have basically our own grocery store, because you grow basil and you grow tomatoes and you grow kale and we can exchange with each other.
Now for me, what I have done with this
God, this is the house.
Oh yes, it comes up very earthy, but I want you to know something. It has such a great benefit.
That one is my favorite.
This is Tony.
Hi, Tony.
One of the most important things about a local food system is that All of these opportunities for health, education, community building, all of that becomes possible in a local food system. We're an industrial food system where we don't know our farmers. Our food is trucked in on huge trucks from places that we're not in relationship with. Closes off those opportunities. They just don't exist in that.
One would think they're just doing, we're just growing food here and boom, and that's it, and we just eat the food. And naively, that's what I thought initially.
There's a huge connection between food, health, and nutrition. Those of us who are food secure are not getting the most nutritionally dense food we can.
And the food drops was just giving out all the bad food, just all the bad foods to the people in the community. He was like, man, if I want to help my community, I need to help my community by giving them the right things. But we believe that instead of feeding you medication, we'd rather feed you with food. I can sit and give you all the medication for high blood pressure in the world, but if you go home and you putting all the seasoning salts, all the salt and all this different seasonings on it, it's still gonna have the same type of outcome. So what we do is we kind of give you the healthy food, teach you about the healthy food, and also at the same time teach you how to prepare it and cook it.
Apple, pineapple, and a little ginger. We can grow our own foods, and a lot of times when people hear healthier options like eat a salad or let's get some veggies, a lot of people in our culture are more so like, we've been on our hamburgers and our Swiss cakes. Like, it's a whole nother desire. But when we can really cook our foods, right, and we get the access to those resources and we know how to use them and create something that is flavorful for us, delicious for us, it hits home and it allows us to utilize those resources. And again, it's another symbol and sign of how detached we are from our true culture.
Like okra and rice and black-eyed peas and watermelon. Like, for some of our ancestors, had to braid these seeds into the hair, knowing that they were going to be going through the Atlantic slave trade.
When you're eating island foods and when you're eating, African foods, they're full of flavor and herbs and seasonings, and that's what we need.
Why is this important to you?
Why is it important?
Yeah.
Oh my God, we saving the community.
Good afternoon, Board. Dr. Houchin, Equity and Community Outreach Manager. This is a very important moment for us all to coalesce all those resources, continue that education, and build something in Alachua County that I don't know is anywhere else in the state of Florida.
I am in 100% agreement with both our community and with the staff's assessment that a food hub is exactly where we need to go. But the time that it's going to take for all of those things to be pulled together into what that food hub looks like for our community, I think in and of itself is a feat.
Why are we getting involved in this overly complex situation that's going to cost millions of dollars to sustain and continue to operate this is like getting in the middle of what should be private enterprise.
Historically has been a public-private partnership. The successful food hubs that we see throughout the country are a product of that. But I do agree with Commissioner Prizia. I think it's too big. I think it's not enough time and not enough money to accomplish all that you have in there.
The motion is to approve the work scope and authorize staff to advertise the RFP after reviewing the action, the performance indicators and requirements, and considering reducing the amount of requirements with regards to deliverables.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. You got your unanimous vote.
We live in a democracy where the government plays a role. That does not mean that humans can't also use their agency to work to the best of their ability. When they do that, they're self-reliant.
Yeah, I love the city, never above the city word. I love the city, never above the city word. I love the city, never before the city. Put your hands to the sky if you really messing with me, cause I love the city, never above the city word. I love the city, never above the city word. I love the Ville, never before the Ville. Put your hands to the, yeah, like we always do it this time. Try and say the city with a rhyme. Taking the cornerback, my position, similar rhymes.
What makes this a unique event for me is we're really intentional about reaching out to our elders in the community. They will spearhead a lot of the workshops, some of the storytelling.
QRS, TUV, African American History, WX, YNZ.
It takes a team to do what it is that we set out to do. We can only go but so far alone, but in God, for community, right?
I'd like to see that all of our communities had the ability to access fresh and local food, and that practice, which is patterned around racial inequities and income inequities, is broken up. And all of the communities, especially the communities who have histories of agriculturalism, I'd like to see their knowledge come back and they in too get to guide the local food system.
It's more than growing food. Going into it, I thought it was just about growing food, but it is truly a connection. You know, it's written that we come from the soil, we come from the dust, but I had no idea of how literal that becomes the more you do connect and yeah, just revisit this beautiful place that we call Earth.
Love the city and never before the city. Put your hands to the sky. You really messing with me, cause I love the city, never above the city word. I love the city, never above the city word. I love the Ville, never before the Ville. Last verse. Yeah, how can I lead my people? Painting on easels of preaching the word of God till I shout it from top of steeple, or combating evil with every weapon I have. This G2 pilot pen is sitting on my back, a chip on my shoulder like the world lays on it. To free those in the pressure, yeah, my mind stays on it. Afraid that one day fame will probably put a haze on it until somebody spin my block and finally sprays on it. Blah!